Milton Friedman was born in Brooklyn, New York in 1912. After living through the First World War, his parents moved to Rahway, New Jersey, with his two older sisters and his older brother. After graduating from Rahway High School at the tender age of 15 and a half years old, Milton enrolled in the Rutgers University, class of 1932. During Milton's tenure as a Rutgers University student, an event transpired on this very spot that dramatically changed the course of his life. He came in as a mathematics major, but his professor, Dr. Homer Jones, gave him the idea to become an economist and a statistician after Black Thursday, October 24th, 1929, when the stock market crash on this very spot became an epidemic in our country. It was just before Milt's graduation from Rutgers in 1932 when the Depression really hit stride. Not just had the stock market collapsed, but the government's intervention, FDR's New Deal programs, had not exactly helped the economy. Milt wanted to help the economy, but he knew he had to become a great economist before he was able to do so. So he decided to enroll at the University of Chicago as a Master's of Economics graduate. In his last year at the University of Chicago, he worked on a paper called The Theory and Measurement of Demand, and his skills as a statistician grew here and continued to grow until their zenith on VE Day, 1945, where he continued to work for the Treasury Department. Milton Friedman entered public policy in the early 1960s, where he first worked on Barry Goldwater's campaign, and then the office of Ronald Reagan. He won the Nobel Prize in Economics in 1976 for his research on comparative analysis, monetary history and theory, and the complexity of the standardization of policy. Whereas Keynes thought that governments could assuage unemployment with monetary policy, Friedman knew that there was a natural rate of unemployment. This was proven by the failure of Keynesians in the 1960s and 70s, along with Milton Friedman's improved Phillips curve, which meant that neo-Keynesians had little to stand on. Thanks again for joining us and learning more about Milton Friedman. I hope you've learned that Milton was a hard worker and that he joined economics to help others realize their liberty by pursuing opportunity. Thanks again for joining.